My name's Pete. I'm a Church Army evangelist-in-training, and I work in ministry alongside my wife Linda, who is a pioneer minister, and we are in the process of a church plant on a wonderful estate in Blackpool called Mereside. Since moving here, we've noticed that Mereside is very much a strong community estate, and in order to do any ministry on the estate, we quickly realised that we've got to get involved in the community. Having grown up in Blackpool in the care system, I found life quite difficult, and I think through my years in the army, having come out the other side of all of that, and becoming a Christian while serving in the army, I feel this need to tell people who had come from a similar background to me about this joy that I have of a relationship with Jesus. And to do that, I need to reach the right people who were from a similar background to me. And working on an estate like Mereside, I'm able to do that, to reach people who sometimes have got no hope, who need to know about the joy of a love of a relationship with Jesus. And that's why I love working on this estate.
I'm Linda. I'm a Church of England priest, working here as a pioneer minister on Mereside in Blackpool. I served my curacy in Blackpool town centre, and every time I drove past this estate I strongly felt that God was calling me to come and work on this estate. So we came and prayed and got involved with things that were happening here, and started off meeting church services in our living room with a neighbour from next door, and it just grew from there.
I think we're quite excited about the future, aren't we?
Definitely.
Future of Freedom Church here on Mereside. We are in the throes of just starting our youth group called My Place. We're very excited to reach out to more young people on the estate of that kind of age, secondary school age, because I do think it's a gap in the ministry that we haven't quite tapped into yet.
Since I've been going to church, I've obviously feeling really bit positive of life and stuff, so that's good. So I got baptised in May, and then just feel more positive in life and dead joyful, like you said.
So you've been saying that since then?
Yeah, I just felt
good things have been happening.
Yeah, just feel a bit more better things have been happening and stuff, so that's good.
I think you see more positive in things rather than negative things.
And all our church family, they're great as well. They're really, they're our best friends. Yeah, so they're really nice. They've been more supportive and helpful and friendly and stuff towards us, which is good. Yeah, so without them I don't think we'd even carry on going to church, would it really? No. Yeah, they've made it for us.
It's just so amazing the way you feel, because the way I felt when I first came on the estate, I didn't feel happy, I was quite miserable, but then coming to church and feeling so loved by God, I just feel so happy, and I just want to carry on the journey, and like you.
Yeah, feeling contentment, happiness, and that's the beauty of it. I'm happier now than I've ever been in my life, and it's superb, and long may it continue.
We've been absolutely blown away what God is doing on this estate through our ministry. We love what we do. It brings us joy to meet with people on the estate, to introduce them to this Jesus who can bring joy into their lives, and to see lives transformed. We're quite excited what the future holds for the church here on the estate, and we're quite thrilled about what God is doing and will do